Greetings YouTube, welcome back to the channel as I log into the game to record this video. You know, it's interesting. I basically was put in a position for every Battleground season where I thought I should not even try to play the first couple days because I'll get matched up with the best players and I'll instantly lose. And I've been very blessed at the time of recording this. I'm in Diamond 3 during week 1. I have played 6 matches. I have won 6 matches. Now, I'm sure some segment of the community might look at that and say, hey, Prof, you're getting better. You're actually kind of good at the game. But I think probably a larger percentage of the community would maybe accurately say, yeah, that's because you've got a Necropolis exploration roster. And the only reason why you explored Necropolis is because you had tens of thousands of units to burn because it took you way more revives than it does a good player. But if you've got 50,000 units, you can use Revive Man, Unit Man, especially if you've got a rank 6, aka rank 5 Ascended 6-star SIG 200 Aegon. Yeah, if I didn't have that guy, I couldn't have done it in 50,000 units. And people would look at me and be like, you're that bad? And I'm like, I think I am. I feel like I am. Maybe I'm not, but I feel like I am. But there's a lot of people out there yet who have not touched Necropolis, but still want to do Battlegrounds. And so, they're going to be matched up against accounts like mine. I think about, was it this guy maybe? I think about getting matched up against accounts like this, where I have 3 rank 3 7-stars, though ironically Gore I'm not using currently, but I'm noticing I fought Gore, and with this meta, he's actually kind of a pain to fight, especially if you don't have a great Mystic champ to counter him. So maybe I should bring him back on defense, I don't know. But for B to be matched up against this Paragon player, who has 1 Ascended 6-star, and then rank 4 5-stars and a rank 2 6-star, is not at all fair. And yet, that's the reality of the matchmaking system. You can still be matched up against me, and the chances of you winning, only because of my roster, are like 90-10 me. So, I'm taking this from the perspective of a Goliath, of somebody who has a Goliath level roster that can just steamroll people because the health and the attack of my champions is greater. Although I will continue to remind you all that one of my best defenders right now, who's won me multiple matches, is my man himself, Bullseye. Look at this. Round 1 was very, very close. Kingpin and Hulkling versus Toad and Dr. Doom, but round 2, I threw out a little 5-star Ascended Bullseye. He brought in thighs, 22,000 points. I'm sure even a 5-star Ascended champion did a crazy amount of block damage on the special one. So, that's good to know. I am going to feature, though, and hence really the reason for this topic, this screen. Now, all due respect to Mini Dark, Professor Horn, Red Leon 71, Louisan ES, J Juzo, they didn't just win, they swept my man Doobie Addict 92, and he has not jumped into Necropolis yet. And now he feels like he has to, because he's going up against players who, some of which haven't just done a Necropolis run through, they've explored it, and they are bragging about that, I think, on their profiles. And so he is the David facing the Goliaths, and unlike the Bible, sometimes you just lose. Sometimes David just gets his tail kicked in, and that's the story. I know that's not the most inspirational story, kids, but that's life. So, in regards to these players, I don't know what to tell you. It's really the haves and the have-nots. Valiant players, of course, outside of Cyber Week, have to explore Necropolis because outside of Cyber Week deals, that's the only way to get either a rank 2 to rank 3 7-star rank up gem crystal, or a rank 2 to rank 3 7-star rank up gem, the generic that you get for exploring it. And don't take my advice for it unless you want to spend 50,000 units on Revise. But there are people out there who've done it probably for, I don't know, 80% less resources than I did. But the advice I'm going to give you still is the same. Rank up Aegon, save all your 4-hour crystals and hoard them and then open them at once. Obviously, save all the units you can and the regular revives, even if that means having to grind the BS deal of the Apothecary. All in all, I feel for these players. Right now, Battlegrounds is between Necropolis and not, and if you're not, you're probably going to go on a losing streak, which is going to affect your mental health, your motivation to keep playing Battlegrounds, and maybe that'll change after the first week. I do feel like in the case of these players, what I said at the beginning of this video is true. You probably should just wait a week until the really good rosters that have explored Necropolis that you're going to be matched up against leave Platinum 1. But with this new system, that's where they start. And so you're going to be going up against the heavy hitters, and you're going to be punished for doing so at the beginning. At least you can get 600 trophy tokens for playing 3 matches every 2 days, but I would not play more than that. And it looks like maybe he's not, because at least you get the 600 trophy tokens. But other than that, not a good deal at all.